And there we go. A pair of tongs, can hold it in one hand now. Closes nice and tight. Easy to move. Very easy to rotate in the hand for using on the anvil. I'm pretty proud of these actually, even though they're not exactly symmetrical. But anyway, now I think I'm gonna go cut off a piece of that spring and start straightening it, then square it, then I guess make a blade out of it. I don't know if we'll get that much done today, but let's get started. Well, I've run out of propane, so I'm letting it sit so it doesn't get too hard, and I guess I'll just have to go find more propane or something. It's an S shape currently. Not quite straight yet, but it's not a spring, so that's nice. Okay, I've got a new propane tank. The other one was running dry. It's a new day, and it's time to light the forge and continue straightening our spring. Once the piece was square, it was a lot easier to get it straight. And once it was straight, I started to flatten it out to make the machete shape. And that's when it turned into a Khopesh. Khopesh? Whatever. It's a curved sword. that the horn of the anvil is substantially better for moving metal, so you should really use that for most of the stuff you're doing other than actually flattening the piece. At least that's what I picked up so far. Okay, this is where I'm at right now. As you can see, there's about a 5.5 inch area for the handle. The whole thing is 22.5 inches long. And I've marked there the actual sharpenable area, which is only 11 inches. And the reason that's the only part I could sharpen is because that's the only place I was able to get flattened before I ran out of propane. So I'm gonna have to use the acetylene torch to finish up straightening this out. And then we'll go to sanding and grinding. Okay, so it's Saturday, which is the last full day I'm gonna spend here because I have classes Monday, so I'll have to leave at some point tomorrow. And I have a lot of sanding to do on this. I hate this camera. This is my old camera. I think it's been dropped one too many times because it automatically zooms in or will change from video to picture mode. Okay, so here we go. I've put the edge on it, kind of. It's still a little thick. Some places are kind of sharp. Obviously, I'll need to polish the edge to make it really sharp. But I'm kind of liking it. And if you look, for the first time ever, I've actually done a proper job of terminating the edge at a point instead of just sharpening and then eventually stopping. It looks pretty nice, I think.
A few minutes later.
I was never able to get it hot enough to actually harden it, but with this being my last day and it being about twice as thick as it really needed to be, I decided to just go with it unhardened anyway. I made the grip a square and then an octagon, constantly checking to make sure the sides were aligned with the blade, and then I went ahead and rounded the whole thing into an oval shape. Well, that's going to wrap up the build for this video. I kind of wish I had more time. It was a little rushed. I ran out of propane and didn't go buy more, so it's a little more narrow than I want and a little thicker than I want, but I'm sort of crunched for time because I have classes Monday, so this is what I ended up with. concludes my unofficial blacksmithing week where I made this micro Khopesh, I guess. But anyway, I'm Kanhathi, and I will see you next week.